Okay. Welcome everybody to American Truck Simulator. We are looking at the Christmas event. We need to do 15 deliveries ourselves from any city to any city, carrying the special gifts cargo. And ideally there is a separate goal to do 1,000 such deliveries from every single city, or at least enough to earn a total of 350 points, each 1,000 deliveries being a point. So where are we? We're back. Oh no, we're still in Salt Lake City. We have not been moved. That's good. That's right, we were going to look for the freight liner as well. I think there was one in Portland. We're in Utah. Colorado has been very popular for this event. Nevada's been a bit languishing. I think some of the other expansions haven't had as much love. Oh, Vegas. Or Montrose. We're just down the road to Cedar City. Let's start off with something easy. They do make them very valuable. It's a great time to get into the game and start doing some of these jobs. The special event jobs are almost always the most valuable things you can do.
Let's get this job done. Turn right. Keep right, and then continue straight. Go straight. Keep right,
to the
and then turn right.
other end of town.
Turn right. Turn right.
Get up to pick up the trailer. Technically I can sneak in here. There is a turning page. Let's barge my way into traffic. And now we'll dance around traffic. Slalom time. And cruise.
Go straight.
Of course, we can only go 65. External
Keep
contract.
left.
Hey, Eck. Welcome, welcome.
Turn right.
Been a while.
You have arrived at your
Morning,
destination.
afternoon, evening.
Your
It's
route
morning here.
guidance is now finished.
At 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 AM on Christmas Eve. Which is why we are doing our gift deliveries.
Get on with it.
Okay, to Cedar City. I love that it lights up when you pick up the trailer. It has been a while, yeah. I mean, I've not been streaming the last week or so anyway. There's been a lot going on. But I think it's been even longer since you graced my
Get ready
channel.
to turn right.
So,
Turn
back.
right. Go straight.
Hope everything's been going alright.
Turn left.
Quite sneak past. There's a sign in the way. Well, everyone else wants to turn left too, do they?
Turn left.
Well, that's inconvenient because I'm going first. Alright, hit the freeway, sit back and relax. Maybe 10, 12 minutes down the road. Should probably aim to do mostly shorter deliveries on this to get the personal goal out of the way.
Keep left.
Don't know why I was indicating.
Keep left.
So looking at the things on OBS, looks like I might need to turn the music volume down. Which I already did, but... Oh, I see the problem. Let's just pop into this for a second. Come on. Alt-tab. There we go. Got the wrong window. Let's drop this down a bit. There we go. That should hopefully be a bit better. And cruise control. So we don't want the music to be too loud. Shame that it's nighttime in some respects. You don't get to see the countryside nearly as well, but you do get to see the gift trailer all lit up in all its glory. So that's nice. Probably put it this side so you don't hit the side, eh? Hello, Piritalalo. Welcome, welcome. Bridge. I really wish that you could go faster. Said it before and I'll say it again. The external contracts, instead of limiting you to 65, should really limit you to the speed limit of the area. I should be allowed to go 70, damn it. I mean, ideally I'd like to be able to go faster than that, but 70 will do fine, or 65 will do fine. How's it going? It is going well, thank you. Hopefully everything is going well for yourself. I've taken the day off today, on Christmas Eve. Started my holidays slightly early. Oops. I was about to go left, but realised that there was a car coming up on my left. I should have just swiped it. This is why I usually sit in the cab. Also had barely any of my first coffee of the day, so that won't be helping. Actually, I can't remember whether or not I've ended up putting up the last of the Cruising Colorado videos on YouTube. I should do that after this. Most of them are there. I feel Pretzel might have missed a trick. They should really have a Christmas playlist at this time of year. But I haven't seen one. There's a fair few of the classics are public domain. Some synthwave remixes of Silent Night. That'd be fun. Hey Razor One, welcome. Engine malfunction, eh? Maybe we might actually just pull off into the services here. They'll do the responsible thing.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
I hadn't discovered
Go
the
straight.
off-ramp anyway. Excuse me, come through.
Recomputing.
What's this, a stream you can catch? Yeah. It's more,
When
what's this,
possible,
a stream?
Make a U-turn. Rerouting.
Meme of man holding hand up to a
Finding
butterfly.
new route. Please make a U-turn when possible.
But yeah, I kind of resolved to the fact that the only stream times I'm likely to get viewers is early morning my time, because it's a more amenable time over in the
let's find
States,
a new
and it's a
route.
reasonable hour in Europe as well.
Turn right.
Whereas the late night times, my time is kind of,
Turn right.
what is it? Late morning EU time, I think. Or early afternoon, which isn't terrible, but most people are doing things at that hour. And it's the middle of the goddamn night in the States, so... Yeah, early morning, yeah, exactly. And a day behind, yep. We're in the future. Early on in lockdown, when I was streaming a lot more anyway, there was less of an issue because people were just messing up their sleep schedule, something crazy. But now everyone's trying to be healthy and stuff again, and actually sort out their schedules. Not as much demand. Also, daylight savings change, where we get the hour put on and everyone else takes theirs off, so it just exacerbates things by 2 hours. It makes it great for me for watching content overseas, but it makes it horrific the other way around. Been to New Zealand, just calling home. Rough to find a time when people are up. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, the Americas is a weird one, especially. The situation over to Europe isn't so bad, because you can just kind of flip it 12, so 10 at night will be 10 AM or slightly later, depending on whereabouts you are in Europe. Might be like 8 PM here would be like 10 or 11 more Eastern Europe, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I was awake anyway. I got woken up. Daughter was making some noise. saw to her she started going back to sleep again, so I thought, well, I'm awake. Might as well get up, have breakfast, and do a cheeky little stream. Normally I would be on my way to work at this time, but I do have the day off. And then tomorrow obviously is Christmas Day. I won't be streaming tomorrow obviously, but well, who knows, maybe at night. We'll see. One's a good like that, yeah. Yeah, mine's 3. Yep, she was 3 a couple of weeks ago. It was 4 from about a month ago. Nice. Yeah, it's an interesting age. It's a bit different for us as well. Our daughter is a bit behind in her overall development, so her behaviour is still more that of a 1-year-old, despite being the physical size of a 6 or 7-year-old, because she's definitely got our height. So that makes it tricky. We do indeed have our hands full, and we've been trying to sell a house, so we can move to a larger place, which will be even further away from work, but we'll have a lot more room for her to be able to have more of the things that she needs in her room, and just more space in the living area. Yeah. I mean, at the moment we've got an effectively larger place because we've chucked most of our stuff in storage for open homes and stuff, so it's all really cleared out. Just means that we then end up looking for things. It's kind of like living in a motel for a month or so, while we hopefully get everything sorted. But then when we get to the new place, it'll be a similar sort of thing, but with all of our crap, so... Must be said, you know, you do realise how little you actually need of all of the stuff that you have, but it's nice having the books there to be able to look at, and it's nice having some board games on the side to imagine having time to play, and all of those little things.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I mean, it must be said, I'm hoping with the new place, because it'll be a larger living area, we'll be able to have a dedicated dining table again, which we will be able to use to play board games on a bit more often. Because at the moment, our table doubles as my wife's desk for her computer. So I've got a big desk that I put together. She just uses the whole table that we bought 10, 11 years ago or something. So we'll be able to get a nice big new dining table, hopefully.
Continue straight. Go straight.
Means if we have people around, we won't have to shunt everything off to the side.
Turn right. Turn right.
I kind of like the role-playing bit of this, where it's like, I'm just imagining in my head, because at first I was thinking, we're going to like a farm, this is weird. Then I was thinking, you know, it's actually cool. It's the idea that we're delivering these gifts out here into the country so that the kids and stuff don't see them. This is Santa's base of operations in this area.
It's all over now.
It's got to be out of the town. Well, this is tricky. We parked a trailer in the way. How rude. This might take a bit. So we gotta squeeze past that trailer or whatever it is. No, I thought I was past it. We were not. Now we are. There we go, so the wheels are past it now. Good. Pivot. Too much angle. Now we gotta get it in without my truck hitting that trailer as well. Just straighten up a bit. Oh, I was getting stuck on that trailer, I think. Yep. This is tricky. Because we're gonna get stuck on it again, aren't we? Yeah. How am I supposed to get back into there? I just need to go in with a much more generous angle, I guess. Maybe just slide it back from here, perhaps. That hitbox, damn it. No, wrong way. Wrong way. This way. Past the trailer. Hey, got it in the end, and now we're too far away. Ah, good. Whew. Making me think this morning. Good. Anything from here? Ooh, that's a long one. We weren't wanting to do giant deliveries if we could avoid it. Basto's done, okay. Vegas is half done, I think. Yeah, the from is done. It's kind of annoying when you want to go from there afterwards to Prim. Prim's been missed a bit. It's getting close, so that's kind of good if we want to contribute meaningfully. You kind of want to go to ones where it's close to finishing. Sure, we'll head down to Prim. Somnook, hello there, General Kenobi.
Okay, here we go.
Ah, good. Pick up the trailer. Time to bring joy to the good boys and girls of Prim.
You've got the contract, now go.
Is Geralt still moody as ever? Absolutely. He's doing just fine. I'm gonna take the back way out of here. Because I can.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Okay, this is going to be a bit of a tight turn, though. Okay, we made it. And we're just going to take the straight ahead here as well. Just go the country roads. Even though we are not going to West Virginia.
Turn left.
Maybe some other year.
Recomputing. Turn left.
How's the trucking and stuff? The trucking and stuff is good. I have not done any in a while. It's been a hot minute. Last time I was playing, I was just doing some speedruns offline. I've not actually streamed for a few weeks now, I think, or at least a couple of weeks. But I've got their Christmas event going at the moment, so
Go straight.
always good to jump back into the community events. And they do them pretty frequently, so they're really good at giving good excuses to play the game. As you'd hope. And go.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
The Christmas event is valid in Euro Truck Simulator as well. I might do half in this one, half in the other one or something. But there's a lot more places to have to explore in ATS still for me. It's a good way to actually make some more progress on this account. Get a bit more money coming in. Need to buy some more trucks at some point and crew them, so I can have a bit more of that passive income that I enjoy in ETS2, so that way I just have more freedom to go and do things myself.
Get ready to turn right.
Helps pay for my inevitable repairs.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left.
Not even sure we're max level at the moment.
Turn
Actually,
left.
I think I've still got a couple of gaps on the progression. At least one anyway, I think. It's the airport. I was wondering what's out here. There's a helicopter, it seems. Train time. Ding ding ding, bell of train. Where is it? Where are you? Where is she? Where's the train? Please. There it is. There's the train. A bit difficult to be in VC. Ruby streamers and mod, and here you are dividing yourself. I mean, you don't have to be in VC. And modding a stream surely wouldn't take that much. You just keep an eye on it. People shouldn't be acting out too much. But yeah, I saw Ruby had a big stream going. Thought, do I bother? Thought, yeah, I should bother. It's a different sort of content, at least.
Go straight.
A little bit more mature corner. Just having runs killed off by dragons constantly? Yeah, I could see that being a thing. If that was a constant concern, you'd just make the prawn suit earlier and just do like no damage glitchless strats on that. But it's the sort of thing that you just don't. You just have to hope for the best, really. It's one of the things putting me off that particular category. It's bad enough in any percent. Last time he kept running away and he couldn't scan it. Well, playing hard to get.
Go straight.
Can't remember if the native depth on the prawn allows you to be outside the lava castle, at least without a depth module. I think not. So it's pretty useless. Which we already knew. But many percent to try. Proper rather than creative? Creative is proper, but there's been a lot of people getting into any percent in Subnautica lately. It's a good time to dive in because there's a lot of people doing the same thing to help out. There's been a lot of discussion about stats. I've been trying to refine things, like the way that I do things myself, because I find different ways of doing things a bit more clean mentally, but I'm not necessarily faster and I'm just still slow, but getting glitched out of stasis and fireballed them to death. Yeah, stasis rifle does not stop them attacking you. Stasis rifle just stops them moving. It does not stun them in any way, shape or form, so that's not glitched. That's him not understanding or forgetting, because yeah, if you move around in front of a Leviathan when it's stunned, or anything when it's stunned, it will still attack you if you get close to its hitbox. That's why Reapers, you always stun them and scan them behind the head. Ghost Leviathans, at least off to the side, if not also behind the head. It's like dealing with a snake. Grabbing from behind the head is always the safest place, because it's the hardest way for them to lean back and do anything to you. The problem I have is in any percent hardcore glitchless, you don't have a stasis rifle and you just get eaten. It's the last time I got as far as the lava zone, one of the dragons just literally made a beeline straight towards me. There was no hesitation, there was no sideways movement at all, it just came right up. And they are fast. And yeah, I saw you had the run there, Sonic. Razor1, thank you for the sub. And giving out emotes. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the squadron. Been a while since we had any new entrants. Yeah, Sonic managed to get a run in. I assume that means that the compatibility issues with the AMDs is now sorted, so you were able to do a run that didn't crash halfway through. So that's promising. That means I can actually upgrade my computer at some point. It was something else, was it? Oh, Razor1 in here with the 10 gifted subs. Spreading that Christmas cheer. That's a lot of names. Ha, Selvin got one. Nice. And 50 emotes shared to those in chat. That's more people than there are in chat. It's amazing. We're going to get a lot of people getting confused. Why do I suddenly have a subscription? Hey, you hit my wife as well. Perfect. So a lot of good recipients there. A lot of the crew that I recognise that have been around for a while and not come back in. So thank you for your generosity, Razor.
Rerouting.
Wording? Yeah, are we still doing phrasing? It's a feature of a PC where if an application doesn't give feedback for a certain amount of time, it restarts the GPU. What the hell? That's not a feature. I don't care what they call it, that's not a feature. That's hilarious. How all the alerts still coming through. Hey, maybe we'll get another whatchamacallit, emote slot again. I still need to fill out one. I did manage to unlock one more. I was going to do it something truck related because I've got the 3 Subnautica related ones. I was thinking of making something to do with a truck. To read the explosion, so it was probably entirely wrong. Okay. You just did it and it worked. What did you have to do to fix it? Just something in the settings. Even Sockbro got a sub. Nice. He's usually the one doing the gifts. Ha! Get gifted, Sock. See how you like it. Change the timer from 2 to 8 seconds. Okay, I assume that's somewhere in the Radeon settings or something that you had to do that. Because that's not a setting that's familiar to me. Either way, as long as it's sorted, that's great news. Because I know that was affecting a few games that you were trying to play. And it always sucks not being able to play games that you specifically got a good PC for. So we're deep in the computer settings. Was it just in the power management settings or something? Or it's just like trying to restrict the amount of power something's using? Because I always turn all of that as shit off. I just go through and just say, especially like for laptops, if it's plugged in, and of course for a PC, desktop PC, it's just always plugged in anyway. You just go, do not disable anything, do not power off anything just because I'm not using it right now. Give me maximum performance of everything. I do not care about power usage. That is why I have an 800 watt power supply. Oh yeah, I was wondering, yeah, because Hurricane did say he was getting the same one, so I did kind of mention the fact that you'd had issues. I mean, I wasn't intending on getting a Radeon card, at least. I'll be sticking with my NVIDIA 1070 for a while, probably. At least till sometime next year, but I was considering dropping in a 3600 Ryzen. Though now I may as well wait till the 5600s anyway, or 5700 or whatever the hell they're doing with their range. I lose track of the numbers. It annoys me when they increment more than just the first number, like the series number, when they're doing comparable cards, like NVIDIA with their RTXs. I mean, 2070 was the equivalent of the 1070, but now the 3060 is more like the 2070, and then the 3070 is a bit more like what the old 2080s were. Come on guys, be consistent. The setting is called TDR. Like left. TDM. Huh, got him. Timeout detection recovery. Interesting. Okay. Not one I've heard of, so I do wonder if it's AMD or ATI specific. Or just not something that's come up for me before. Yeah, because it was the CPU component that showed up in that compatibility chart, I was concerned about upgrading. But it sounds like not the issue, so that's good. Good to have that diagnosed.
Keep left.
Means I can expand my wish list for my birthday in March. What's up, Derek? Yeah, songs and works, absolutely. That is my attitude as well. I may know a thing or two about computers, but at the end of the day, with my computer at home, once I actually get it set up and running, I do not want to have to think about it. I just want it to do its job. Compatibility might just slightly affect FPS. Who knows? Might just make it slightly more complicated for instruction sets or something, who knows? Honestly, it's probably just a formality thing, and it probably doesn't actually make any difference whatsoever. Might just be that they did not do extensive testing on this game using this combinations, therefore do not give a tick.
Keep right, then exit right.
Or it might just be that, because in a lot of the graphics card software, whether
Exit
it's...
right.
Why do I want to exit right here? Oh, just to join again?
Keep left.
I bet it's just to join again, isn't it? Yeah, it's just because it's slightly shorter route because of how the GPS is set up. That's amazing. I imagine it's just because, like with NVIDIA GeForce Experience or with the Radeon one, they do their like preset configurations for games, like they'll give you suggestions, and I bet that the compatibility thing is just if they don't have suggestions. That's probably what it is. Don't think you've played ETS2 since you fixed it. Yeah, it's a good time to get back into it. The gifts jobs that they're doing, if you create a World of Trucks account and link it, connect it to your profile in game, it means you can do the external contracts and the community events. And the gifts deliveries at the moment, like this for the community event at the moment, they almost always pay better in price per distance. So they're a great way to earn experience and money when you're still getting into the game. And they're almost guaranteed to go, you know, a lot more places. Not always where you want, but you're using your bed to sit at your desk, you can lay in bed and play the game. I used to do that back when I lived with my parents, so yeah, had my computer set up so I just sit on the side of the bed and have my computer right there. Not sure quite how it is ergonomically, but
Turn left.
I mean, you're having to concentrate on sitting up straight because you've got no back on your chair, so it's probably actually pretty good in that regard. It's like sitting on an exercise ball or something, which some people do at work. Or used to. It was a fad for a while. I don't know if anyone bothers these days.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Into Walbert.
We're here. Now drop the load and go.
Drop off some gifts for Walmart Center. Very bad ergonomically. I think the worst thing there would probably be the height, actually, because beds are a very different height to chairs usually. I think so long as you sit up straight and attempt to do good posture, it would be okay, but if you're literally lying down while you're playing, then that's not going to be good. A huge teddy bear you bought sitting a bit behind you. Yeah, that would work. And it's like getting a big hug while you're playing a game. That sounds fantastic. Height is not much of an issue. Okay, yeah, depends on the height of your beard, I guess. Hey, Mindrobon, you got a sub gifted. You did. Razor 1 went bananas earlier, and we thank him for it. Hey, level up. Nice. And that is the final level. There we go. I say the final level, you do continue to just earn levels indefinitely, but it's the final one that actually does anything. Okay, we are not going that far. We're not going that far either. LA is already done from, but not to. Oh, Barstow's not far, that's good. Oh, that's done too? Okay. So we don't actually care about going to Barstow then. From, potentially, but we're trying to do from and to. And it's the same with LA as well. Sierra Vista maybe? Head down into Arizona. Then we can maybe work into New Mexico. Just do a tour of the states basically. It'll take a bit of time, but that's alright. We've got time. You'll leave AFK as always. Fair enough.
What are we waiting for?
We do not discriminate against lurkers here. That is perfectly reasonable. This is the sort of stream that you can sit back and relax and let me drive you around. You can listen to me talk about all sorts of bullshit.
Let's go.
And Christmas is indeed a good time to be feeling generous. I've not really been in any other people's streams lately either, unfortunately. I need to get on that. Clove's been doing Below Zero, which has been interesting. Not sure if she's finished that yet. Gonna go check back in a Ruby and Discord for a bit to be back. Fair enough. That's fine. Something.
Turn left.
We all got our responsibilities.
Get ready to turn right.
One spoilers have been avoiding the stream. Yeah, fair enough. I think Clove was kind of tossing up about it
Turn
as to
right.
a while ago. She was thinking, do I stream it? Do I not? But ultimately, it's easy for someone to not go to a stream if they don't want to. But there's been so many people who have been curious about it and asking her, asking Software as well. Are you going to stream it? Are you going to stream it? There's just so many people that just want to see it. And personally, I don't care about spoilers as such. I mean, it's nice to go through. I haven't been paying close attention. Most of when I was watching it, she was mostly just messing about with the base and doing things like setting up a big base. She's just been playing casually after all. She wasn't getting into I think she was avoiding a lot of the story stuff because she was just wanting to play around and set things up and explore the changes that they've made. So yeah, it's a bit hit or miss. But if you're wanting to discover all of that for yourself as well, then absolutely, just avoid it entirely. I've been jumping in creative a bit. I haven't gone in survival to BZ at all in early access. I've just gone in creative every now and then just to play around.
Right.
I just like setting up
Then
bases,
turn
and
right.
I've made the weather system and stuff makes things really cool. So there's a lot to
Turn
look forward
right.
to. I think you'll really enjoy it. It depends to an extent what it was
Keep
that made
right,
you love
and
the
then turn
original
right.
game. That's one of the obvious things, is that it is a different
Turn
game
right.
after all.
Keep right, and then turn right.
But I think most people who played
Turn
Subnautica
right.
casually at least will be extremely happy with what they're doing with Below Zero.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
For speedrunning, it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a nightmare, but that is not something that game designers generally care about, so that's perfectly fair enough.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn
Pretty much
right.
anything Unknown Worlds is good. I've not played any of their other games, so I have no idea.
Keep right.
But they do seem
turn right.
dedicated, and they've been... The fact that they've been taking their
Turn
time,
right.
polishing it up a bit more, they received some feedback, they've changed things from how it was when it first came out. That's one point of difference that I was a bit discouraged in the early
Keep left,
access
and then turn left.
because of how it was structured. You know, not spoiling anything, I'm not going to say anything specific, but basically
Turn
how
left.
it was presented, how it was structured, I had some misgivings with. And I think I've addressed most of
Keep
those
right,
now.
and
It's
then
still,
turn right.
it is still different, but it's less
Turn
different.
right.
Let's just say that. Hey Tori. AJ Stream
Keep
over
right.
indeed.
And then turn right.
Out-of-bound clips need to be found, yeah. Well, they fixed the MVB clip as well.
Turn right.
Yeah, it started with Half-Life mod called Natural Selection. Yeah, I've heard of it, I've just not played it. I mean, I've seen the posters in Subnautica obviously, but yeah, I've never played it. I was never big into Half-Life in the first place, so... I can't even remember when Half-Life came out. I think when Half-Life came out, I was not that fussed with FPSs and stuff. And then I got more into Deus Ex instead, like the original Deus Ex, which was kind of similar in art style and gameplay, but had progression, like you leveled up and stuff. It wasn't just an FPS, it was an FPS RPG. And had like rudimentary stealth mechanics. So yeah, I was more into the Deus Ex than the Half-Life. Yeah, Deus Ex Original is so good. Well, it was so good. Trying to play that now, it is rough. standards were very different back then. Speedrun is pretty swag. Speedrun is insane. I think don't they spend most of the time out of bounds? I can't remember. I did watch it at one point. I've been paying more attention to the Human Revolution and Mankind Divided ones, because at one point I was considering trying to do the speedrun of that. But you just have to remember so many dialogue options, like the directions or whatever, or the numbers to press to speed through the dialogue. It's a lot to have to absorb. Didn't play it till like a few years ago. Oh, okay, interesting. I tried. Like after I went through Human Revolution and then Mankind Divided, especially, it's like, okay, well, this is now leading into where the first one started off. So it's like, okay, I'll go back and play it again. I still got it. It's on Steam. There's the Deus Ex Revision mod as well, which changes a bunch of stuff. So I jumped in. It's like, okay, this is so clunky. I just want to do takedowns. I don't want to throw a trank dart into someone and then have to wait 10 seconds for it to take effect. I mean, you could sneak up behind someone and whack them with the stun baton, but it was always pretty 50-50 whether or not you actually managed to drop them. Some really weird stuff with the hitboxes. Yeah, I mean, it's still worth an effort, and you've just got to be kind of forgiving and just mindful that it's a very old game now, but for its time it was great. I played Deus Ex so many times. Kind of refined the starting build so that I'd try and maximize everything. I play as a completionist a lot of the time. I'm pretty OCD about some things. It's like I want to every little bit of experience out, so I'd be trying to learn the best ways of doing things, and this is before there were internet walkthroughs and stuff to tell you what to do, so I was just trying to figure it out myself, and yeah, if I do this mission first, or this is part of this mission, then I get the most experience. Okay, save game, what do I get as my rewards if I do this, or say this, or say this? Yeah, all of that stuff that people who put walkthroughs together probably have to do. I should have thought about writing it down. That could be internet famous. My brother and I did the same for Fallout 2. We'd just be trying to eke every little bit of experience out of every situation and try and kind of meet the Vault City requirements with the least amount of effort involved, so you didn't cripple yourself in other ways. Because you kind of needed lots of intelligence and stuff for that, but you still wanted to have strength and things for the very start of the game. So yeah, fun times. Back when I had entire days to spend into the way station. We do know for a fact that driving straight past these things does nothing because I have fines disabled, but, you know, not the point. Free time was that? Indeed. Did that for other series, not Deus Ex or Fallout. Yeah, I started typing up a walkthrough guide for some game, but I can't remember what it was. We made notes just ourselves. I still have somewhere the booklet. It was like an old exercise book with the cover torn off that we used to note down all sorts of random stuff for all sorts of games. And I went through and codified wrote down all the cheat codes and stuff, or just tips and tricks for so many things. I think I transcoded the Morticon alphabet out of Commander Keen at one point. Recreated the maps from Harrier Jump Jet to put in the most optimal paths and stuff for the missions. Kind of like what I do with Subnautica, to be honest, in terms of the maps and drawing the lines, but yeah, so much of that stuff. Yeah, I started writing some sort of guide. I can't remember what it was for now. But I mean, had no way to actually publish it back then anyway. I wouldn't have had the first idea of where to go to look. We didn't even have the internet until I was 2015, I think.
Keep
14,
left,
15.
and then
I
continue
paid
straight.
for my own dial-up internet connection because my parents weren't interested in getting the internet. So, yeah.
Go straight.
Fun times. It's the old nostalgia. I think it might have been Freelancer I started to write up some things for. Then of course games like X3 and stuff, you need to take a lot of notes, so really we'll just keep alt-tabbing to things now. Didn't have proper internet till uni. If by proper internet you mean ADSL, that was not even a thing when I was in high school, so at least not here anyway.
Go straight.
And it wasn't until I moved out of home that my parents ended up getting DSL, because of course. I don't know, fair enough though. They might have got it if I'd been willing to pay for it, but I was just making do with the 56k. It was $5 a month for an unlimited bandwidth of, unlimited usage of 56k. Because back then a lot of plans were data capped, so I just made sure that I got one that wasn't, so I could actually download things. And yeah, $5 a month was pretty decent, and it was cheaper than any other broadband plan would have been. And I mean, I could play well World of Warcraft on that just fine. That was the amazing thing, because I started playing WoW when I was up visiting my wife up in Auckland. She was at uni. Wasn't my wife at the point at the time, obviously, but I installed WoW on her laptop when I was visiting, because she had a hostel with good internet. And I was thinking, oh, I wish I'd be able to play this when I get back home. And eventually just caved and thought, okay, I've got to try it. And it was fun. The amount of data traffic that actually goes back and forward, most of it is just dealt with client side. It's just little bits of information, just basically positional data, just saying that you are here, this person is there, and just relaying that back and forward. So it's actually not a huge amount of data traffic. And obviously they've made it heavily optimized, so yeah. Those were the days. And the other thing that my brother and I played a lot of was Truck Simulator, so or various simulator games. We got the original hard truck out from the library back when you could borrow physical copies of games from the library to install. If you were really lucky, the game did not even need the CD to run. Or you were able to find a crack on the internet of the exe so that it took out the disk check. Or you'd be able to find like the registry path where it was looking, so you just copy the contents of the CD onto the local drive and just change the registry so it looks at the different location. Can't actually remember how we got 18 Wheels of Steel. I think we might have just downloaded it. Next rest stop, we will pull it. express dock is, which is slightly concerning, but it's coming into view on the map now. I mean, there's no point turning around, so we keep going. All the pretty cactuses. Probably in the Sonoran Desert around here, I guess. Yeah, we're just south of Phoenix, I think, at this point, aren't we? Not sure. Okay, didn't realise it merged again. I was hoping I was in the correct lane for turning. Christmas trailer is adorable, yeah. It lights up when you attach it too. I really appreciated that. Actually, is it based on my lights? No. The trailer just lights up whether or not you have your lights on or not. But yeah, when you attach the trailer, it lights up. Until that point it's dark. And of course, now I'm in the wrong lane. To go the wrong way.
Roundabout. Take the second exit.
Yeah, I thought this was an interchange, not a roundabout.
Never mind.
Don't mind
I'll
me,
find
I'm just going to go this way. And I just realised I forgot to stop to rest at that back stop. Goodness. Might be finishing the stream after this delivery. We'll see how we go. But yeah, might be muted for a little while longer.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Invisible walls. Okay, that one wasn't invisible. That was me hitting the pole. See? This is what happens when you get too impatient and you try and cut the corner. And game says no. Oh, come on. You know what? Does this work? No, you lose the trailer. Because we're just kind of stuck at this point. Like, it's not even wanting to let you reverse. Can we go this way instead? What am I hitting here? Okay, we're just going to have to go around again, looks like. See, that's the one little pet peeve I have with some games like this. Like, the invisible wall just to stop you cutting a corner more. Like, what purpose does that serve? You can't get past because of my trailer? Oh no, he's good. Like, if you're gonna have something there, put a rock in or something, like render something in that gap, so that way players know that you're gonna hit something if you go this way. You know, put a tree or something. Don't just have me hit an invisible wall, that's lazy. Get off at this exit. There's a gas station we might be able to rest at, or there's just the service or my garage actually. That'll probably be best.
Go straight. Rerouting. Turn left, and then turn right. Recomputing. Go straight.
Sorry girl, you're gonna get pissy with me because I'm going the wrong way. We do need to sleep. We are well past that time. I was surprised I haven't actually blacked out yet.
I'll find a new route.
You spend more than an hour or so, I think, in game time
Turn left.
after you're meant to sleep.
Finding new route.
So it like fades a bit, and then eventually you do just kind of completely black out.
Turn left.
I guess since I'm in town now, the time does move slower, so we're not going to get to that point quite as quickly. Sorry, but if you will pull out into the intersection, you get a stop sign, then that's just what you're going to get.
Turn left. Okay, let's find a new route.
Probably actually stop off at the gas station as I leave town as well, just to make it so that I
left.
don't need to stop sooner.
Rerouting.
Are you going to let me in? I'm sure I own this garage. Oh, no, I don't own this garage. Well, I do now. That explains that. Where's the bit where it lets you rest? It's usually right in the garage. Doesn't have to be a big garage, does it? Normally it tells you you can stop and rest. Because this is for garage management. Oh, there we go. Stop the engine. Rest. There we go. Got there in the end. Normally I don't do this at my garages, but... Make sure I'm not hitting the building. And now we'll go past that gas station on the way out, I guess.
Turn left.
I don't think it matters, really. Is it ranking 150 gallons and 1100 miles still? Yeah, it's fine then. I've only got 200 to go. We'll just stick to the motorways. At least we slept through most of the night, so it's 4 AM now, so we'll start to get daylight again.
Keep left.
Makes it a bit more enjoyable.
Then turn left. Turn left.
And we go.
Keep left.
Make sure we don't end up in Flagstaff again. It's kind of interesting, Flagstaff was one of the first cities that was completed in this event, both for gifts from and to. I think it must be a common place for people to start. It was where I put my starting location for no real particular reason, other than it seemed central and I kind of like it. In real life, I'd really like to go to Flagstaff someday. It looks like a pretty nice town. It's kind of up in the mountains, but it's, you know, not hugely inclement weather or anything. Seems a lot of people seem to like it as well. It is also one of the better things for doing like intra-city deliveries, where you get a lot of things that are like from Flagstaff to Flagstaff, so maybe people just caught wind of that and just did that. Finish off their personal goal really quickly by just doing cities within the deliveries within the city. If you're really wanting to just whack out the achievement, then you just search for things with the shortest route length, and then just put a filter in the box specifically for gifts. Just do whatever was shortest. And through the desert again. Oh hey, the lights on the gifts even twinkle. I didn't realise. The Fairy Lights ones do.
Keep left.
Coming up to Tucson now. Okay, I thought I was going to overtake this fire engine. I forgot that this was on a hill. Mistakes were made. Must be said, when you're hauling heavy loads, not being able to go faster than 65 is not a huge deal, because you often struggle to do that anyway. And that's even with like one of the best trucks, one of the best engines, and one of the best gearboxes. Yeah, still, it's a bit of a struggle.
Keep left.
Oh, it's still indicating groups. Is that an undiscovered truck place in Tucson? Must be new.
Go straight.
I don't imagine it's one of the Freightliner ones. It's probably Mac or something.
Keep left.
Apparently I've never driven this section of road. I'm guessing they changed it or something. Because I'm sure I've been this way several times. There are a lot of exits though.
Keep left. Go straight.
Just a few dozen miles to go.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And we go.
Exit right.
Okay, we're back in the cockpit for the intersection then.
Turn right.
And we've learned our lesson. We're not going to try and cut that
Keep
corner.
right, and then continue straight. Go straight.
See the signpost off to a cabin state park, but they don't let you actually go that way. Just if they put a rest area in there or something. But Arizona was one of the earlier states that they added, so they haven't done nearly as much in terms of fleshing out extra bits and pieces of places to go. Not even added, I think it was one of the original states actually, wasn't it? It was California, Arizona, I think. No, California, Nevada, maybe.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Beep beep coming through. Yep, that didn't work. Okay. This is what happens when you run red lights.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
In we go. We might not do a full delivery on this one because these are really
This
annoying
is
to
where it
try
ends.
and back around the corner. Honestly, even that looks annoying. Actually, that looks worse than that. We'll just do the 40 then. Now, what we need to do is like come in here and then back around the corner, I think. Yeah, honestly, this actually seems better than the one of trying to go out and then back in again to park along that wall. So that's amusing. We've got way too bad an angle on that. This should be good. It's a bit better. And then we just bring it back. Basically just spin it in, I think. Ah, I thought that was going to be it. Bit too far outside the lines. There we go. Nice. That wasn't so bad. Three out of 15. Good start. Wow, okay. Sierra Vista to Port Angeles, that would be insane. 1,710 miles. Yeah, how that? No. So many to Colorado. I wonder if I've done that intentionally. Hey, Flagstaff, but it's done both ways. Camp Beard. That might be a bit better actually. That or San Diego. I think I prefer Camp Beard. I think what we actually should do is what I was saying before. We'll just go route length and then gifts. Oh, there we go. We can just go to Nogales. Who hardly anyone has been delivering to. There's a few too. Less from the. Yeah, we'll just do that then. Why not? And it's from where we are, which is useful.
Come on, there's a job to do.
Here is the trail. Ah, there. Okay. Right next to me.
Drive safe.
And this is where you have to wonder, why did they not just put the road in that inevitably in real life connects these two cities? Instead of having to go all the way up to the interstate that goes across, and then back down again.
Turn right.
Whatever. Guess there is a hill in the way, but I'm sure there is a road. Maybe it crosses the border or something.
Keep right, then turn right. Turn right.
Beep on the truck.
Go straight. Keep left, then turn left. Turn left.
Up we go. Back through Tucson again. Still curious about that question mark, but not enough to go out of my way. So there's an exit right there. But I don't think I can then go south again. Unless I turn around and go back on at the same place. And at some stage I think I just need to do a bit of exploration. Also, I'm not sure if OBS is updating things for me. The stats has been frozen on a time for a while. which doesn't match up to the actual live time in OBS. Oh, and saying that, it just updated. Only took it like 20 minutes to update. Yeah, so I could get off here and take a look at that question mark place, but I don't think I can get back on again to head south. No, you end up at the next exit. Okay. But maybe we can get one of these deliveries actually to Tucson, that would be useful.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
And south we go. Up and over. Just a short little drive. I wouldn't mind doing the longer deliveries for this sort of event if they weren't limited by speed. If I was able to actually do like the legal minimum 75 along the stretch instead of being limited to 65. I think in other states you can even go 80. California's the worst. I think you can only go 55. So it's like the one exception where the speed limiter for the external contracts doesn't matter. Which seems bizarre to me because they've probably got some of the best roads. Like the condition of their motorways and stuff seems to be really good, so limiting trucks to 55 for the sake of it seems a bit bizarre. You could have a different one for the freeways and the back roads maybe.
Go straight.
And here we are. I'm fairly sure it's Nogales as opposed to Nogales, but either way.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Not much wind around either way. So, exit right.
Exit right. Turn right.
And a burger joint. Really should be able to stop at a burger joint or a diner or something, that'd be nice. Just have a little cutscene of, sitting at the window with coffee or something. That'd be fun.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Apparently these gifts aren't cars, because we're delivering to
Here
a
we
hotel
are,
place.
safe and sound.
Well, maybe someone wanted a new carburetor for Christmas. too much angle. Yeah, it's a bit more like it. Four deliveries. Well, there's one to Tucson, but it's not gifts. Oh, San Simon. That works. It's not too far away. I should have done the Kingman one because it would have been from this depot. Never mind.
Time to get the job done.
It's not particularly far to go to pick up the next one.
Turn right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Here we are. Kind of on time.
Okay, where's the trailer? There it is.
Let's do this. Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
This is no minimum distance on these loads, though previously when there has been, it's been 100 miles anyway, so not really a concern.
Go straight.
The one time you get to go faster than we're allowed to is when we're coasting downhill. I still have loans that I'm repaying. I should probably just lump sum those at some point, rather than having the interest payments. So I don't think you actually get penalised by just paying off the amount owing. Maybe you do, then we'll just incorporate the interest amount on it. If I'm not going to do that, I should probably buy a couple of extra trucks and give some to some drivers.
Right, then exit right. Exit right. Keep left.
Next delivery, if we go through Tucson and go out the other way and head north, we're going to drop in there. We're going to discover what that
Go
question
straight.
mark is, because now it's just bugging me permanently. We'll actually finish that road over there and have it connect up somewhere. Or if they just put the construction in as set dressing. We do make additions every now and then, so maybe one day. More trees down this way.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
And
turn
back us up
right.
to the intersection again. Always a good idea.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Good driving.
And this time we're delivering wine, it seems. Something. No, we're delivering wine from here. What sort of gifts do you want at a winery, I wonder? Maybe these are the empty bottles that Santa finished with from last year. Here's a pole that I'm going to add as a bit. Let's try this again. A bit more angle on that. There we go, now we can actually sight on that pole as we turn it in. Too much angle, isn't it? That's more like it. There we go. It's like a swapper crate, but with a trailer. Anything from here specifically? Just go straight back to Nogales. I mean, I could. See, poor Tucson has had no love, 28.95. Oh, no, to be fair, it's at 2 out of 3 and 1 out of 2. Never mind then. I didn't realize that some had fewer than others. Like Sierra Vista hasn't even got to its first one yet. I see. Okay, so it always shows that there's one remaining. If there is. Okay, up to a maximum of 5. So our Flagstaff is done. Right, so Sierra Vista is the one that's had no love, but, well, we gave it a delivery, so one of each. Okay, Camp Verde, and we're going to go through Tucson and discover that thing. We can actually accept it. That would help. And now it's probably not there. Yes, it is. Good. Accept.
Let's go.
Keep it down the back to pick up the next one. There it is.
Ready to roll.
Muddy gas. Why am I turning so much this way? I was looking at my gas meter. I can do 400 miles apparently. Well, if we're going through Tucson anyway, then I'm sure there's something there.
Turn left.
Not a busy road, thankfully.
Get ready to turn left.
Tempted to go down the wrong way, but we could have too. There's no
Turn
medium.
left.
Ah, well. There's a couple of gas stations in Tucson. Good. I feel rest actually. 4 hours. Okay. After this delivery then.
Go straight.
Actually, we can get off here to drive through the city rather than the next one. Bothers me that NAMIC is apparently North American Mining and Quarries. Where do they get the I from? I'm gonna guess that it's something that's related to something in real life. They just changed it.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Looks like I might actually want to go back on the motorway again and then get off the next exit. Oh, it's a Volvo dealer. Okay. So I just haven't been past here since Volvo
Get
was
ready
added
to
to the
turn
game.
left.
It's been a while. I have no idea how I would get to the other gas station if I
Turn
were to
left.
take that entrance, so I'm just going to go up this one.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah, I would have been able to. But I can actually just turn around and go back the way I came.
Finding new route. Turn left.
Further up. And up.
Turn
Okay,
right.
we'll just go back on at this bit now. Never been down there. Interesting.
Get ready to turn right.
Probably for another day.
Turn right. Keep left.
Okay, 10 minutes up the road pretty much.
Go straight. Keep left.
Almost didn't see that go. Of some description. I wonder what they grow around here.
Keep left.
And goes straight through Phoenix again. Hey, Lizzie. If not getting noty, well, I went live like 2 hours ago, so yeah, that's a long time to not get a notification. But welcome along. Glad you made it at some point. Twitch, please. Not all that. We have just been delivering gifts to all of the good little boys and girls. Trying to do Santa as solid as Christmas Eve.
Go straight.
I'm kind of hoping that I might get half of my personal goal completed this morning. Then maybe we'll see if I get to stream tonight. Then try and do the other half in Euro Truck Simulator
Keep
tonight.
left.
Because it kind of correlates that this time of streaming is better for North American people. So doing American Truck Simulator makes sense. And then my evenings, it's kind of better for European audiences. So you can do Euro Truck Simulator there. And Christmas is tomorrow, you keep forgetting, yep. Just another day a lot of the time. Especially since a lot of people, I imagine, this year especially, probably struggle to actually catch up with their family in person.
Keep right.
There's travel restrictions or anything, or just to be safe. So it'll be a bit different for a lot of people, I imagine.
Exit right.
We're not travelling, but that's just because we're lazy. And we saw everyone a couple of weeks ago anyway.
Go straight.
Originally I did take today off work Christmas Eve just in case we were wanting to travel, so we were not travelling on Christmas Day, but ultimately we just decided not to bother. So I'm doing virtual deeds instead. Originally I was going to paint the other half of the door, but the weather's not the greatest for that. A bit damp outside. Almost overturned it. Having just said that about it being wet outside, the sun did just come out from behind the clouds, so maybe. That just means it'll be really humid instead. Wonderful. Remember if it's Cape Verde or Verde. There's no accent, so I guess just Verde.
Keep right. Then exit right.
Should go to that little rest area just to the north of anyone where our next delivery
Exit
takes
right.
us. Be a fun place to stop.
Turn right. Get
Excuse
ready
me.
to turn left. Turn left. Turn right. Turn left. We're here. Right on time.
Hop. Let's go give us a bit more room. And now we can start getting the angle. Back we go. Almost perfect. It's going to be just outside the lines, isn't it? Nope. First try. Let's go. Up to 6 out of 15. Yeah, Grand Canyon's not too far away. This looks to be closer to where I am currently, so we'll do that.
Pedal to the metal, man.
And sure enough, if we're heading north,
Turn right.
pop into that rest area. Though, we technically only have 7 minutes.
Turn left. Go straight. Turn left. Finally, we are here.
I'm just gonna back around. Be a bit easier. We'll get a better angle for coming out again.
Time to hit the road.
Okay, to the rest area. We could go to the one across the motorway, but where's the fun in that? Was worried about that. Just nicked it.
Turn right.
So of course it did like 2% damage, even though we literally just scraped.
Get ready to turn left.
Whatever.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Okay, it's right. Assuming we can get off this way. I imagine we can. There's the Beard River. Montezuma Castle National Monument. At least this one they did make it so you could stop at.
Go straight.
There's that one further south that you couldn't.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Hopefully they'll go back and put some more viewpoints in for attractions like this. I've already got it there that you're taking a sidetrack off the road, so seems a perfect candidate.
Get ready to turn right.
And we go. And rest
Turn
area.
right.
Park up. Once again, early in the morning. Managed to get a pretty good cadence going at the moment for resting. So you get 14 hours each time. And I guess you rest for 10, so yeah, I guess it stays pretty consistent. Given that we've been using pretty much our entire allotment. I think 6 out of 15. Maybe that's good enough. We'll be 7 out of 15 after this one. That's almost halfway.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
It would be a case of if there's something really short after this one. These have been pretty short deliveries, they've been like 10 minutes at a time, with a couple of exceptions. Slowed down too much on the hill to be able to overtake cleanly. Yeah.
Keep left.
Yeah, I'll pass straight through Flagstaff. And up to Grand
Turn
Canyon.
left.
Okay, we make it. Close enough. Okay, just a short drive up the road now. To the village. The estimate's 50 miles in just over an hour, so it thinks that we can't do 50 miles an hour. We'll see about that. I'm very much sure we'll be able to do 65 most of the way. Maybe some of these corners, I suppose. Depends what's coming the other way, really. Thankfully, nothing.
Get ready to turn right.
See, I don't know what they're worried about.
Turn right. Get ready to turn right.
Glad they put this little bit in here. I'm not sure it always used to be
Turn
like
right.
this. Fairly sure it used to just be a hard T intersection.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, and here we are. It snuck up on us.
Turn left. This is where it ends.
Ooh, that's a tricky one. What's going to be easiest? Probably going right the way around. No, there's a pole there. Oh, okay. The pole falls over. That's fine then. We can't go around this way. Ah. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to go around the back and then reverse it, but we can't. So, in that case, we'll destroy another pole. And we'll... I guess we could back all the way in. Yeah, I think we probably should. Let's blast our headlights onto those people sitting at a picnic table. We're just gonna have to go all the way back. Like this. And hope we get a good angle to turn at the end. Is there good? I have no idea. That's not a good angle though. Are we turning too soon? Seems like that's where we have to go in though. Okay, well we're at the end now at least. And now we can straighten up again. I guess there, oh there it is. I guess there would have been enough room for me to drive forwards and then turn. Getting too much of an angle already. Oh, it's on a slope, that's what's throwing me off. I'd stand right there if I were you, dude. Okay. Well, 7 out of 15. That's almost halfway. I think we'll call it there. Thanks those who came along. If you've just been lurking, you're welcome. Hope you enjoyed the audio-visual experience. And we'll probably try and at least be back on later. Might be back on tonight in Europe instead. If not, well, sometime during these holidays. Hey Razor1, thanks for the bits. You have been lurking. Enjoy the holidays, you too, Razor. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for your generosity. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for everything. It's a really nice return to streaming. And yeah, we'll see if there's anyone to hit up with a raid. See if Rubik's is still going, still doing his hundos. Who's still online? Is he still online? Yep, Rubik's is still going. We'll send you over to Rubik's. Where's my stream manager? Almost done. Oh good, we'll catch the end again. Hopefully it'll be sub 3 this time. Raid channel. Rubik's 37. And start raid. Awesome. Thanks once again everyone. Have a good day, good night, good holidays, and stay safe, look after yourselves.